That's a high caliber shot. Even for the day, and a share of 7th. Not bad. A tie for 4th place if you can hold this putt. It was on a good line. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. This shot from the first cut of rough. That's a tad wayward, not quite finding the surface.
Yeah, trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
A 9-foot chance here.
Trying to save par here.
That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. This one's for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. This is a good chance. That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. And he'll move into the top 10. And with that now, back to level par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Going with the 5-wood.
This one headed left in a hurry.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. That's frustrating. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Nice little par putt here.
Well hold. Rich, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
Yes, but 3 back with 9 to go. They're going to have to start taking chances. They're going to have to start firing at every flag stick they can see.
That's heading for the fairway. Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 3 strokes back. Nice recovery there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Well hold. Let's move on. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Currently 1 under for the round.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Nice birdie at the last. Let's see what they can produce here. The tempo there was exquisite.
And he's down there.
And from about 105 yards. All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Wonderfully played. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these. Oh, so close. A bogey putt awaits. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. That's inside the range, and with it, he moves to 1 under par. He's currently tied for 4th. This hole here is a par 4. Playing to the green, well below your feet. It's always nice to see the ball fly to the hole. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one is headed to the right. Sitting at -1. Currently tied for 4th place. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And a par putt awaits him. And that puddle drop. Well done. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. That should find the cut stuff. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Just 3 back from the leader.
just a bit outside into the rough.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Sitting at 1 under. Tied for 4th. And he's down there. You got to read.
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Get excited. This could go in. Well, at least it wasn't a double. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Oh my, where's this one going, Henny?
Looks like this might find the water.
That always looked wet, didn't it? Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the pace. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. And here we are with their 4th. 5 shots off the lead. Look like this one's heading to the beach. They found the sand here. Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. 4 feet to the cup. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Choosing the 9-iron here. This is looking pretty good in the air.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. You like that, didn't you? Even for the day. Currently tied for 8th place. Opting for the 3-wood. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. A bit too much pace on that one. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Trailing by 4 strokes. And now striding to the final tee of this round. Playing from around 190 yards out.
Elevated green up there, Luke. Going to need to take 1 extra club here, I believe.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that's a great approach shot. And this putt for a final score of 71.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Ouch, that hurts. A par putt awaits. And that brings to an end his event. Well, Rich, after coming so close to going back-to-back, you just wonder the way they finished. Maybe the occasion just got a little bit too much for them.
I'm very impressed with how this player battled, trying to get that back-to-back win, coming up a little bit shy, nothing to hang your head about.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
No kidding, Henny. This player, he seems to have picked out Bubba Watson as the man to beat. That's ambitious.
Luke, you know when you think that you've got a player on the ropes, maybe they're in the middle of the trees, in the middle of a bunker, and you think they've got no shot. And then they do, in fact, put it to 2 feet. And then you're really frustrated. That's Bubba every single time. He's that player.
No, you can't out-Bubba Bubba, can you? There's nothing elementary about this, Watson, is there? Can't wait to see how this rivalry plays out, though. He's currently tied for 11th. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Great shot. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here. Wow, that drive, that had so much airtime, I didn't even know if it was coming down.
Opting for the 9-iron. That's a good-looking shot there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
Wonderful shot. Currently 1 under for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
Ooh, right by the hole. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 6-iron here. And should find the surface. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th. And this putt to move into 2nd place.
This really looks good.
And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Playing now from the fairway bunker. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently a shot off the lead. That's a touch of class.
Judging it beautifully.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Opting for the 6-iron.
And how about that for confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And right to the top of the leaderboard after that effort. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required.
This one headed out to the left.
Not the result they were after there.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par.
That was a gallant attempt. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
Oh, well done. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 1 stroke back and right in it.
Pretty good shot there.
A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Ooh. This one for bogey. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. Going with the 7. And that was a bit of a misfire.
A bit short with that effort.
This would be a great up and down. And that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Great touch.
Rich, how are we looking after 9?
Look, so far, it's been entertaining watching these 2 go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these 2 compete.
Oh, dear. Can he get out of here?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. A 7-footer right here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. This shot from about 190 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. Opting for the 5-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
I like the look of this. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Going with the 5-iron here.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
That ball looked a little thirsty. Don't be too steep into this one, playing from the card path. Don't want to ruin that club. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Yeah, you'll take that. Currently at 3 under for the day. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Well, yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And that will take him to 4 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up. 8 days a week, that rhythm works.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 190 yards.
Opting for the 5-wood. That's not the outcome they were after.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Now 4 under par, currently 2nd place. Okay, slow down now. That's enough. 19 feet to the hole. Just didn't drop. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. Yeah, you'll take that. Currently 2 under for the day.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. And that one's headed to the drink. Playing their 4th shot. 4 shots behind our leader. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Here's their 6th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 3rd position. Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Just a 4-footer remaining. And the putt drops. Now 1 over, heading down the stretch. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole par 3 16th. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Second shot here on the 16th. Ooh, that almost went down. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. And down she goes. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The penultimate hole at TPC Scottsdale's an absolute beauty. Do you go for it or lay up? A drive here that's just slightly pulled will find the hazard to the left. But if you're short right, a chance to get up and down for your birdie and really push for the title. That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
This is a 12-footer here. They've got this to pull ahead of Bubba. This rivalry is heating up today.
An opportunity to make a par here. Sitting at 1 over for the day. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one needs to kick left. Playing within their comfort zone there.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. And this putt for a final score of 72. That putt went a bit long there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Okay, steady now. And that brings an end to the day.